You are now tuned in to Hits 92.3, where we take great pride in personal expression of one's feelings, thoughts, or ideals. What you're getting ready to hear on this show are the opinions of the hosts and their guests, and they do not reflect the opinions of Hits 92.3 radio station, the brand, management, staff, their respective advertisers, parent companies, or affiliates. Now stay tuned as this show begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Kicking my flavor in your ear. Here comes a brand new flavor in your ear. Time for new flavor in your ear. I'm kicking new flavor in your ear. Like a brand new flavor in your ear.
And it is the ladies of Fiye Radio on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. And I am your fave dope girl from around the way, Sunday Jones. And I got my sis right next to me.
Tiny Tanya in the building.
And across from me,
Sean D. Look, I just dropped my pen, right? So I'm like, okay, first of all, the noise. Second of all, I gotta get down and get my pen. I'm all like giddy today. All right, what's up, y'all? Happy Friday.
I didn't know where this was about to go. She was like, okay.
Got her
Had to get
purple
my
rain
pen.
on.
Got my purple brain. I got my purple rain, my purple
purple
sneaks
today.
on.
It's
Yes,
my favorite color.
yes,
Purple is royalty.
yes, and happiness, right?
Okay.
Yes.
I take that too. And Prince and yeah, all that. And today we're talking about wealth management.
Oh, that always makes me happy
So
because you got to have it to manage it.
yeah, so let's get into it.
Yes.
Let's get into the wealth management. I feel like a lot of us, especially in our cultures, melanated cultures, we don't teach our kids, or nor were we taught about wealth management because they weren't taught about wealth management. And then if you keep going back, it's it was slavery, yada yada yada. That's not really an excuse, but we know they'll tell us make money, do this and do that, but they don't tell you how to manage the money,
Or how to
how
keep
to
it.
spend the money, how to keep the money, how to invest the money. So you have to have wealth management because you'll never be wealthy if you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that have had millions of dollars and really have lost it
Lost it
because
all.
they don't know how to manage it.
And there's some people out here that are living better than people that accumulate. Like somebody can be getting paid $70,000, $80,000 a year, but don't know how to manage their money. And then you can have somebody that's making $20,000 a year or $30,000 a year and know how to manage their money and are doing much better than you because you don't know how to manage. Like my best friend like that. Like that girl know how to manage $1. I'd be like, whew, that's why she my treasurer of the Prison Bread Foundation, because baby, when I say she know how to manage some dollars on a budget,
listen, I go through money really fast, and like I'm trying to manage that really, right? Yeah, I do. Don't do it.
That's
Don't
me.
do
I
it.
have a
I mean, you
spending
said it.
problem.
I
But the way
say
you
it.
looked at me when I said it, I'm like, God, don't agree with me.
I'm agree with you. I'm gonna be honest, because sometimes I gotta be like, okay, hold up,
Right?
don't do that. Like slow your roll.
You're spending too much money.
Like
Yes.
That's me. I'm like YOLO. It is what it is.
Tiny, yes, me too. YOLO.
okay, but did y'all teach our kids about management of managing their money?
I honestly did not. And I'm not gonna say like we set it up together. No, I taught them the basics. You know what I'm saying? That's what I knew.
What's the basics?
The basics of what I knew. What you make, try to keep it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you spend it on. So listen, like I said,
Try to
listen.
keep it.
Try to
That
keep
is not a good.
I did not have examples of wealth management. You know,
And that's what I'm saying.
Zero.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we don't have the example, and if we do have it, so say for instance, for me, like my aunts and uncles and all of those people, they had a lot of money, and they always told us to get money, but they didn't tell us how to manage the money or how, you know what I'm saying? So you see money, you got to make it, you go out and make it, you know how to do that part, but do you know how to manage it so that you can keep it?
Listen, I didn't learn that. We didn't have any money, okay? And so there was nothing to try to keep, okay, except for something on the table to eat, okay, and the lights on. Okay. So it wasn't like we had people in our family that even had money. So there was no examples of that either. So we saw it was outside, TV, stuff like that. Like we didn't have any goals, plans, to make money. My mom would hit like $50 in the lottery and she'd be like, shit, we eating steak tonight. Like there's no wealth management, what I'm saying? So that's how it was.
And now the results of that is they spit up all your money.
Now I'd be like, charge it. Yeah.
Well, you could just
and I honestly have to be better, right?
Listen, I told you I'm just like you. I'm nigga rich. And
Yes.
speaking of nigga rich, here's a little Killer Mike.
Love
Hits
it.
92.3.
Niggas do a lot of shooting. Niggas do a lot of shooting. Niggas shoot off at the mouth. Niggas shoot food. Niggas shoot scraps. Niggas run around the corners and shoot down the street. Niggas shoot sharp bands and white women. Niggas shoot dope until they arm. Niggas shoot guns and rifles on New Year's Eve. On New Year's, the shadows coming in. But white police with the boys shooting at them.
Rolling with my nigga, rich niggas, these is my nigga roll. Jesus was a nigga, my nigga killed on my nigga roll. I know you love me running the jewels, but these my nigga flow. Love them like that dumb big pimp, love that nigga hoe. And that's word to Michael and Fresh, the realest niggas know. That's the movies niggas should watch. Fuck Scarface and Blow. You still talking New Jack City, that's why you niggas pose. I opened Greenwood and showed niggas that we is more than sticking green under the beams and mamas wouldn't flow. And I know some secrets that Negro leaders will never know. I was in cahoots with the spooks that sat by Master's door. When the revolution let loose, they cut Master's throat. Hey, in the 80s, these babies, we sold Master's dope. Labeled us a nuisance. They used the courts like noose and rope. Us polar nigga babies, we gave ourselves to slavery. Nigga rich, we made it. We should be celebrated.
Oh, run up the millions. Oh, then feel the feeling. Oh, then make your own. Fuck what they told you. Don't let them mold you. Black and bright, black is night, black and brilliant. Walk by faith, not by sight. Stand resilient. Truth always comes to light. Time reveals it. Time reveals it.
Black like my name, nigga shit what I know. I don't make friends, hop out and then I go. I don't pick sides, only my niggas and they niggas. We gon' turn the streets from projects into pillars. Pray all of my niggas organize and strategize. Enemies will lurk around the way like camouflage. I'ma be a nigga, get a picture before I die. This is not a film, this is real life. 43 for combat, hit them right in they contact. All my niggas abstract, and we tight like we compact. Niggas carjack, cause they jam-packed and sidetracked. Came through our hoods, they ransacked, we push back. Black like my skin, whoa. Black like a Benz, whoa. Black like my friends, you see black in the end, whoa. Don't parlay with ops, but I can if you can, folk. Got it like a syndrome, nothing enriches my skin tone. Yeah. And we really should be celebrating. But like everything else, we gotta fight for it, so I'm gonna put on the gloves.
Let me state it, I real estate it when others hate it. Born at Grady, a bastard baby, the single lady. I beat the odds without God, I probably wouldn't have made it. It's underwhelming to be so overly underrated. But still they witnessing all the richness of nigga richness. Singing and dancing is essentially just a nigga business. But nigga business can turn niggas on to bigger business. They used to own us, but now we own us, that's independence. My phone is figures, I talk to Rendell by bigger figures. I told him I want 100 mil, he said think bigger. Fuck living average, I had to go savage to get lavish. I went from wearing them leaning their maxes, eyes embarrassed. And now I move through the Louvre smooth when I'm in Paris. My jewelry flashing, my shirts is garish, I'm dripping ashes on finest fabrics while in the back of a German carriage. Same birthday as Hitler, but fuck him, I'm a nigga.
Black like my skin, whoa. Black like a Benz, whoa. Black like my friends, you see black in the end, whoa. Don't parlay with ops, but I can if you can, folk. Got it like a syndrome, nothing enriches my skin tone.
Oh, run up the millions. Oh, then feel the feeling. Oh, then make your own. Fuck what they told you. Don't let them mold you. Black and bright, black is night, black and brilliant. Walk by faith, not by sight. Stand resilient. Truth always comes to light. Time reveals it. Time reveals it. Woo!
Hey, what's going on? It's your man Putu, and I'm rocking with Fiye Radio on 92.3. Yeah.
And we are back on Hits 92.3 with the ladies of Fiye Radio. We left off talking about our spending habits.
Definitely spending habits.
Wealth management. Like I said, for me, I don't know how to manage money. I'm terrible with it.
And see,
I'm good with it, but I'm bad.
I'm bad. I'm not even gonna lie. People have to tell me honestly, like, you're doing too much, and I have to look and I'd be like, oh dang, because I don't know. I have a good job, so that my 9 to 5 is boss. I like it. I ain't going nowhere for a minute. I've been there for a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's great, you know, but I worked up to it, you know what I'm saying? So I have comforts I don't. And then on top of that, I don't have any young children. Like my children who sucked up all my money when I was younger, you know what I'm saying? They're grown now. I mean that. Yeah, right. They did. They sucked it all up. And I refused to allow them to suck it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. I gotta go buy this dress. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of, we do have to buy a dress. Oh, the looks.
Because I'm just disappointed with you two. But I have faith. I have faith.
Because we haven't got our dress yet.
Yeah, don't do me like that. You already know. I'm doing my best right now.
See, that's why I just have wealth management. Because as soon as you tell me that we're doing something, I'm on it. Boom, 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 boom.
That's very true.
I'm ready.
You are. Yeah.
Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all about some wealth management. This is when wealth management is uncontrollable. My car, okay? I have fixed
Girl, that
the
thing.
alternator twice. Got the radiator fixed. The did I say the alternator?
You did twice.
Okay. The alternator, the radiator, the water pump, the battery had to be changed. 2 tires. And it's something else, and I can't think of what it is. Oh, and my catalytic converter is jacked up.
Catalytic converter.
Listen, all my money right now is going to a car that I'm ready to. I ain't even gonna say it.
No, you
but you can't give up on them now. Look at all you've done.
Listen,
look.
I'm just saying. That's what my fun. That's where the management is going. It's going to the car. I got other stuff to do. Like I ain't got time to keep fixing on this car. You know what I'm saying? 2 times, double times. And I'm really mad because really one mechanic that I had, it's like everything that he did is being done over. So this is double time.
Yeah.
This has been in the 6 months.
And that'll really make you mad.
Not even a 6 month period of time.
Yeah.
Where I'm fixing the same issues over. So I'm really like, you know.
He was not an effective mechanic.
That's okay. You're getting it right now.
Yes.
Irritated. You know what I'm saying? With him, you know what I'm saying? And just trying to let that piece go because I can't dwell on that. I just got to get the car fixed. But I said all that to say
that's your wealth management.
Sometimes when you're trying to manage your wealth, it be some stuff in the way, and you know it don't flow right. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So don't be mad at me about the dress, okay? We're gonna get the red dress, man.
Listen, and while we talking about that, let's pay a bill with a commercial. Yes. Go to commercial.
Hey, the secret's out. Hits 92.3 is now accepting submissions for brand new shows. That's right. You could become a radio personality right here on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. You don't have experience? That's okay. You don't live in Georgia? That's okay. You don't know what to do now? Now that's not okay. But your girl is here to help you out. Email us today at hits923newshow@gmail.com and tell us about your potential show with Hits. Again, that email address is hits923newshow@gmail.com. Don't be last. The slots are filling fast.
Hey.
And we're back. This is Five Ladies. We bring you brand new flavor in your ear on Hits 92.3. And we're talking about wealth management and how nobody at this table is managing their wealth.
Okay.
That's hard.
Listen, to have wealth, you got to save it, I guess, to get what's called wealth, right?
Here's the thing. I started out very, very young working for NYPD. So I had my pension and all of these different things that
Okay, pension.
Yeah, so my life insurance and all this.
Right.
Yes, from back then. So
Yes.
I learned how to manage that early on.
Okay.
And I've been doing good all along. Got the credit right, everything, credit cards, name it, I got it.
Okay.
But I'm in my spending girl era. You know how they say the soft girl era?
Hot girl era, spending girl era.
Yes, because I'm like, you only live once. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just gonna enjoy what I want to have and do what I want to do and go where I want to go. And
right. So,
that's just it.
See, I don't have a pension, but I have a good job. But that's how I feel like now, since I really like focused on my entire family. Like I never really lived for myself. And now that I'm living for myself, I'm like, okay, wealth management, we'll talk about that later. Like, all right, give me a few years. Let me get this out my system. And like I don't know if it's called spending. I don't know if it's called, I don't know what it's called, but it's good, and I feel good doing it. Like I do.
I mean, it does pretty good though when I have it. So I'm an entrepreneur,
right?
And so my thing is peaks and valleys. Sometimes I got it, sometimes I don't.
Okay.
But when I have it, I do good.
And
then when I don't have it, it is what it is.
Okay.
Like I'm always, I'm gonna be hustling forever. So I ain't gonna be that broke. But all the time
you're not gonna be broke.
To manage, it's gonna be put where it needs to be put.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then when you got it, then you just gotta manage it. So when you get to the valley, you don't struggle as hard.
Right.
It's gonna be something.
Right. I have an investment like my 403b. Hey, listen, I pay into that every 2 weeks. So yeah, I do have that. So I do. Yeah, I do. Listen, I got a little investment. Okay, look. All right. I got something. I just thought about that.
And then my husband is very, very responsible. So look, I feel like one of us could be careless.
I can't.
Sorry.
Good thinking. Look, okay, just like a girl. I tell you. Listen, I don't know. I just, I would like to have, more assets. I would like to, in due time, like I'm building towards that, I think. And look, so I really had to have a mirror put in front of me. Like somebody showed me how much money I had spent, right? Right? And I looked at it in this 12-month period and I was like, you gotta be lying. That wasn't me. And then all of it's like, and I'm like, no, I don't never want to see that again. Like, yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was like, what did I spend all this money on?
You want a reality check? Go look at your Amazon history and tell you how many orders you did for the year.
See?
I did 133 orders for 1 year.
I ain't even looking. I'm not looking at that.
On the average, I'm ordering every 3 days.
Look,
what kind of sickness
I always
is
ordering something to do something with. Like everything that I order is for the business.
No, not me. I got stuff for the house, stuff for me. I got shoes I ain't even worn yet. Stuff I ain't even done. Look, I bought what's those? One of those puzzle sets. I don't even do puzzles. Like what? Why am I doing puzzles? You know what I'm saying? So it's just too much. Like, and I haven't done it yet. It's just in the box sitting in there. Just like absolutely not. Yes.
I don't need nothing else for my house, so I don't need to buy nothing. And I say nothing. My house is not big enough for me. That's why it's gonna be. It'll be the artist sanctuary when I move out.
Yeah.
It'll be for all the artists because it's too much stuff.
It's too much stuff.
I moved from a 6-bedroom, 2-story house to a flat level, smaller house.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So with 4 rooms, and now one of those rooms is a studio, one of them my office, and then I got a guest room in my room. So I moved like compact. You know what I'm saying? So like I took everything from that and moved to a
smaller domain. Yeah. I understand.
I like my house though.
I like your house.
Yeah. I know, it's cozy. Yeah.
And just how I want it. Colorful, eclectic, and just like me.
My favorite is the picture window. Yeah, I love the window. It's just like, okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's for me, but it's not for me.
But it's not for you.
Yeah. So the goal is to have that
entire space for the artist.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's an investment.
Yeah.
You know, so you think of future ahead? Yes. Very good. It's all right. Going to that, we're going to go with a little bit of more of Killer Mike, scientists and engineers. Let's have it.
Standing in the rain, washing up my sins. She ain't the same. They spend one time, they spend again. Go back up to an angel, while the devil in my head.
Communication coming in. Too much that I can't communicate with all of them. I do wish I had scientists or engineer friends. Let's go. Get out of here, petrol is cheaper than it's ever been. And then, who's to say when all will end? All I know is when the portrait painted, better have your portion of the rent. $1 more and you will get upgraded. When you think you've made it, you are then just tolerated, overrated. Hope I'm 80 when I get my second win. Small potatoes, all I ate before potato chips would cut my corner lips. Operator, I would pray that you connect me to a sip of sangria, Zambia, camera, cameo, hand me a handful of hips. A stamina, stampede of happily happenings, dabbling into a blip. Beyond neon, beyond the ambience, be honest, you promise that you will live. Do summers ever forget? Pajamas feel like a kid. Cucumber will make a drip. Do jump on and hit a split. Hookers don't really do shit. Do get lantern in it, bitch. Rebelling is like an itch. Oh. I'ma live forever.
Yeah, got the shape like a teardrop. I got the streets in the head like fly, just like a skydiver. Spill, I can get manslaughter. Suicide door on the Range Rover. Depending on the time I was laying up, I could have been wearing an animal. Pull up and get that shit in the Lambo. When it gets odd, think to a gamble. Trying to avoid cameras, break my heart. Trying to avoid cameras. I keep shit loaded like a panda. Learn how to turn a trap house to a mansion. Watch me watch the world take my pain and balance it. It's better to be an outcast in a world of envious. White socks, feel a flip-flop. Chanel vintage till infinity.
I'ma live forever.
Music computers and robbers and looters with shooters and shooters with Rugers and shooters with Rugers. CDs were my tutors and my tutors taught me a terrible miracle. You can Latinas still killing America. Be celebrated like Captain America. Fuck it, I'm with it, let's get it. This nigga in Nicholas and Bentley, LA and Lennox. Man, I'm a villain with chillin', so I'm never chillin'. I gotta make millions. I used to be dope with the dealing, but that got a ceiling, and we know the usual illin'. Niggas get rich and go bitchin', go fitting, go stitching, and fuck up their family and friends. Yeah, I go to Germany, earn me a couple of million, return with a couple of pence. I'll go to Brazil and just kickin' and chill till I'm over the hill and still fucking on wins. The world got no mercy, so I had to show them like Percy. With me, it just can't be no limit. 100% authentic, see, I got no gimmick, so I ain't protecting no image. My style original, pivotal, it's going digital. Niggas you like is a mimic. I'm a menace that's moving on vengeance. I promise my op that my anger is in it. It ain't enough that I took out my op in this block. We burnt down this whole fucking village. Did it with smile, not a grimace. It was my pleasure to see that this fuck nigga finish. You get offended, then fucking my nigga, I'm with it, I'm hitting, let's get this shit in. Back of the club, the immaculate dub with bottles above and some masses to rub. Look at me, bitch. Look at me, bitch. Look at the crook in me, bitch. Look at me, hit you with crookedy. Now I got you walking crookedly. They should be booking me. They should be booking me, know that they won't. I'm the loneliest monk in the dome. Kicking that jam, collecting my bag.
Yo,
what up?
What's the deal?
What's good?
All right.
You already know your man Mr. Cheeks in the building.
It's Big Nice in the building.
Your boy Pretty Lou doing what I do. Hey man, where we at?
Five
Radio.
Flavor in your ear, baby.
All right.
Hits 92.3. No. L.
And we are back on Hits 92.3 with the ladies of Fiye Radio. And we're tuning in to Dish Diaries of a Diva.
I like how she put that.
So suspenseful.
Dish Diaries of a Diva. Yeah, so this week, what we have, listen, it's Valentine's Day. Well, coming up anyway. So, coming up, it's the weekend. It's the weekend before, so you want to be thinking about what you want to do and where you want to go, right? So, okay, let's check out. Let's see. First, let's check out Spice House Buckhead, right?
Oh, yeah.
First of all, I like them. I really do. The ambiance is so cool when you walk in. It's just everybody's nice. The drinks are good. Like they're located at 2591 Piedmont Road, Atlanta, Georgia. And so when you go, start off with the egg rolls. They have two choices. They got veggie and jerk chicken. So they're very good. Really, really nice. The sauce they have, it's like a kind of spicy but sweet sauce. And of course, it's just, egg rolls, cabbage, carrots, onions, and then the jerk chicken. So the like I said, dipping into the tropical glaze, it's really, really good. Then I had some wings. They were really good and crispy. Lemon pepper always extra crispy. Gotta have it, And so, what's the matter? Oh, okay. I'm like, I gotta stop and look. I gotta stop and look. So yes, okay. Listen, all right. That's why I say she got to get the veggie, right? So, and they have lots of veggie options also. So, the rasta pasta was really good. I had salmon, the Cajun salmon, very, very tender. I really am not a fan of penne pasta, but it was good. So, because sometimes penne pasta be extra thick. So I'm not a real big fan of thick pasta, but it was really good. And the sauce was good. It was like a jerk Parmesan cream sauce. So check that out. Also check out the Monaco Bay jerk chicken and the black rice. Let me tell you, it is so good. I was scared of it at first. Like people be like, eat black rice. They have black chicken. I'm not eating black chicken. But the black rice was amazing. It's really good. It's like, it reminds me of like pearl rice. But anyway, really, really good on the black rice. So my second place is a little different, but it's a nice date place, especially if you want to do something out of the ordinary. The restaurant is called Han Il Kwan. It's a Korean barbecue restaurant. It's located at 5458 Buford Highway in Doraville, Georgia. If you go for lunch, you can get the boxes. And so my favorite box for lunch is the bulgogi box. The bulgogi box is like this marinated steak. It has onions, chopped onions in it. They serve it with, the whole box comes with a dumpling. It comes with fried rice. You get a salad. You get 2 pieces of sushi, some fried vegetables, which is like squash and sweet potato. But you can only get that during lunch. Okay. So if you go for dinner, by the way, you got to get the all-you-can-eat barbecue. If I tell you you haven't eaten until you eat Korean barbecue, you are going to get everything, right? So the Korean barbecue, the all-you-can-eat is under $50, and they let you stay like 2 hours. So it's a really good deal. You're going to get beef and soy sauce, brisket, beef ribs, pork belly, grilled chicken, soybean paste soup, some eggs. Listen, they have this corn cheese that it's like butter, corn, and cheese, and they melt it together. Man, that is the best little dish on the side with the meat. It's really good. And then they're going to throw some bean sprouts in there. That is really, really good. And if you're looking for something out of the ordinary, you definitely got to try it. Also get some sake and some soju, which soju is Korean beer, and it has a really distinctive taste. So it's really good. So you got to go try Han Il Kwan. And that's what we have for Dish Diaries of a Diva today.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Yes. Get out there and get a little exotic.
So you said that they're going to let you stay for 2 hours. So in 2 hours, what they going to do?
I don't know, because I didn't test the issue. Like, but after 2 hours, I'm guessing they're just like, okay, hurry up and buy.
Do you need any boxes?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like,
so I was like, dang, they make you
well,
2 hours?
Yeah, it's a 2 hour time limit for your all you can eat.
Oh, they got it. That's what it says.
That's what it says. Yeah, when you go in, that's the rules. Like 2 hours.
That's not all you can eat.
2 hours, it ain't all they charge you.
Yeah.
So after I guess so all you can eat for 2 hours is let them be distinctive. Don't go in there and show out.
Well, I'm not going in there anyway. They don't have nothing.
Hey, they have plenty of vegetables and stuff, soup and salad. I cannot with you. But definitely something different, and it's kind of fun to have them cook the food in front of me. I'm a fan of like hibachi.
I love hibachi
And
style.
I love
like
it. Yes.
Like, throw it up.
I'm a huge hibachi
I love
fan, so
it.
I love the performance. You know what I'm saying? I like the performance of things, like the excitement.
That's what I go.
Build up
I
to
go
it.
places for the experience. Like
Absolutely.
we talked about that
Yes, we
yesterday.
were
I
just
like
talking about
the experience. You know, I want all the bells and whistles.
Definitely. I definitely want the bells and whistles. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And that's probably one of my problems. I can't save money because I be wanting all the bells and whistles. I be wanting, you know, everything I see. I'm like, ooh, you know.
Yeah.
But it comes from like not having anything at childhood. You know what I'm saying? And when you can't afford it, it's like that's what you do.
Well, I grew up spoiled.
See. And we all grew up so very different. Right. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
That's what we did.
That's
Saturdays we went out to eat. We went to the mall and we had like a little ritual.
That was just y'all, right?
So I just kept the
just kept it flowing.
I kept it going.
Right.
But yeah, like I said, I like the bells and whistles, all the excitement. Because if I go to a restaurant and it's plain Jane, then that's gonna be like my takeout spots. I'll just go get my, grab my food to go.
To go, right.
Yeah.
And go.
Unless, you go with purpose, like you decide you're going to meet a friend there and you're going to, have a conversation or something like that. But, yeah. Got to excite me.
Listen.
Throw some meat up in the air.
It does.
Catch it. Catch it behind your back.
Not behind the back.
Yes, they do all of that stuff.
Some of them anyway. All of them don't do all that.
Some are boring. Yeah.
That,
you know what I'm saying?
You know what? I went a place. I'm not going to name them. But I was so disappointed because I'm like, come on now. Do you need me to come back there and show you how to pop
the hibachi? Look.
People just have, it's just a hibachi because they'll cook it so order right there for you. Everybody don't do tricks and bells and whistles. And so, then they have those hibachi places that do all of those.
I need you to roll that egg. Spin that thing on the
Spin
grill.
it up and make that thing spit fire. Yes. Yes, you're gonna make it spit fire. Absolutely. I want the choo-choo train with the onions. I want the onion choo-choo train, right? I want the onion choo-choo train. Listen, if I could invest in like a Benihana or something like, I definitely would. I would. See.
I ain't got nothing to say. I'm gonna keep my comments.
I have investment goals, so it's good that we're having people like Sophia Millions on the show, and like we, got Danetta Wells coming today. It's just like to learn and understand. What?
I have a question. Go ahead.
I want to know why we do investments in hibachi.
I would, because it's a good investment. People eat that. People always gonna eat hibachi.
They got enough investment. They don't need to.
I guess not, but I mean, I need theirs. I need the people that's gonna eat the hibachi's money.
Biggie Small said in the 10 crack commandments, don't get high on your own supply. She gonna be eating all her hibachi.
Look, stock in the yum yum sauce, right? See, listen, that's why we are talking to people. We are growing, right? I'm really growing, and I'm seeing. Right, I am seeing things differently and how I need to change a little bit and focus. I ain't gonna be young forever, so I have to, So
oh my God.
I gotta learn how to, put some to the side. I know my little 403B ain't gonna carry me forever after I retire, after I leave my job and get it. I understand, but it'll soften the blow a little bit.
No, you're gonna be fine.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because we got big stuff happening.
Right.
Like,
right. You're gonna be fine.
Look, this choo-choo train is going.
And that's why I be spending. That's why I'm in my spending era, my spending girl era, because I'm like,
you making it back. It's coming. It's
tenfold. It's coming back.
Look, okay.
So, wealth management, right?
It's totally opposite what we're discussing right now, but yeah.
I was talking about investing.
People, so let me just say this.
Mm-hmm.
The Asian community, they're going to keep their money in their community.
This is the conversation that we had. Yes.
They're going to keep their money in their community.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The whatever community.
Hispanic community.
They're gonna keep their money in their community.
Yes.
Dollar is gonna circulate
Yes.
tenfold in their community.
Right.
Not us. We're gonna take that money and instead of buying up our own blocks,
We're gonna go to
invest it
all
in
those
our
other
community
communities.
or keeping our dollar in our community. We're gonna take that and take it to hibachi, and we're gonna invest our money and put it into the hibachi and let it circulate through their community. Like, it makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? Buy up your own block. Invest in your own businesses. And when I say your own businesses, the businesses of you. Like the businesses of the community that you're in, because that's how your community is going to grow.
I get it. And then
That's
I'll have a community. I'll have a black community hibachi spot. What's up?
That's right.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yes.
take it and invest it in hibachi. Create your own hibachi.
Yes.
Invest it in that, or you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes. And Tiny will tell them how to spit
Black
do the
boxing.
egg.
Black bocce.
that part right there. Like, we gotta
Yeah.
think differently. You know what I'm saying? Because we have to be a unit. Because everybody else that's surviving correctly or thriving in their community is because they're together.
Yeah.
And
We had
are
a
the most
huge
separate
conversation about
entities,
this last
you know what I
weekend.
mean?
Yes.
We gotta learn how to come together, invest in our communities, invest in our businesses so that we can flourish and grow as a unit. That's
All facts.
Yeah.
No,
All
well,
facts.
I have really been practicing, buying black. you
Absolutely,
know.
especially since we've been exposed to. Well,
prior
I've been
to that,
exposed
prior
to.
to that, like whether it's my luggage and things like that, tote and carry, black owned.
Okay.
Like my husband is really all about that.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
spending,
Inside black
the
businesses.
yeah,
That's really good
and
though.
so I've been practicing doing that a lot. I do have a fetish.
Okay.
For designer stuff.
The look on your face right now is just everything.
But I'm pulling back. I'm slowly pulling back.
Okay. You pulling back off your designer?
Yeah, I have.
Really?
I have.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, no. So that's what I do. Like, I'm following so many people on IG, and I'm following this girl. She have a shoe line. Her boots is, when I tell you, off the chain.
Listen, I just did a fashion show with a bunch of black designers. So
that's what I'm saying. So it's that I don't mind spending my money in the community, and that's what I have been doing lately.
Right. Well, when you're more aware of it, that's what you definitely.
Yeah.
If you care, I want to say that's not what you definitely do, but that's what you do if you care.
Yeah.
Right. If you want to change things. So
it's the support of it all,
Right.
I want to see my people win.
And we have some great products. You know what I'm saying? I just met a little girl the other day. She had the greatest chapstick lip balm.
Right.
Baby. That thing was good. I ain't say no names. Yes. But that's why my lips is popping now. Like
yeah. I mean, it's so many great people that's out here that have, whether it's clothing line, just you know what I'm into now? Art.
Yes.
Black art.
And that's an investment too.
Yeah, like I'm really into that. So I have some ideas of things that I want to do in my house because I'm trying to redo the whole house over.
Okay.
So I'm definitely going to
go
into
remodeling,
Black Wall
do
Street
it.
and tap into some of those artists out there.
Yeah, I have a couple of great pieces from some black artists.
You have some nice stuff.
That's my favorite piece from Brian the Creator.
Yeah,
baby, if that wasn't an investment, he's still looking at me crazy. I love you, Brian. That was a great purchase, and if I tell you, it was like such a, what do you say when you do something spur of the moment, like spontaneous?
Yeah,
it was such a spontaneous thing, but I was just like, okay, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, here. And he was like, okay. And I took that thing, all this big old hunk of plywood, and carried it home. And it's in my little, I don't want to say Prince shrine, but my little Prince. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got a little Prince area. And so, but yeah, that's one of my favorites. So that was definitely a great investment.
Yeah. Like things like that. And of course, agricultural stuff. Because my husband, he's from Trinidad. So, he's into planting trees and, vegetables and things like that. So we're trying to get the backyard together so we can get that popping as well.
Right. Yeah, right. Like I was just thinking, like my baby mama, I swear, that's what I'm calling her now, my baby mama. So if you got to know the whole story, but my baby mama, right? She's had this land in her family forever, right? And she won't sell it. She won't sell a tree. She won't sell a bush, and it's several plots in several different areas, different states. And I'm just like, girl, if you don't sell it, she was like, no, that's generational wealth. This is what I leave for my children.
That's what I
And I'm
want.
like,
That's
yes,
my
but this is what you
goal.
build for your children, right? No,
Why you
that's
wanna
a whole
sell it?
different. So I want to sell the trees on it so we can open it up and build on it, and that way they'll have something
So
to
build
do
property.
with it.
Okay.
Yeah, that they'll have something to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I got ideas of having a little solar area. You know,
too.
yeah. And then cool thing I learned about having solar, you gotta have a wind source. And I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I saw the windmills, but I didn't know the affiliation to the solar panels, right? Like when you go down to Florida or whatever, it's a big place in Vegas, in the desert near LA, where they have the solar panels, and then they have these big windmills. I didn't know the affiliation between that. But I was talking to somebody at Putu's event when they were talking about the regeneration. Yes. And they were telling me you have to have the wind source. And I was like,
yeah, we learned about that because we were interested in doing the panels for our home.
Okay.
So we brought out someone to do the estimate and just kind of educate us on it and see would it be beneficial for us? You know, how can it be beneficial for us? And it does have a lot of good about it.
It does save money.
Yeah, it does. It does. And of course with power outages and things like that. So it's like having a backup generator or something like that.
Right, because one of the properties from my regular job, one of the properties that we have, they have solar panels. It was like a test thing, but they have solar panels on the top of the building. That electric bill is very low for that property because of that, and they get money from the solar company. They get a check,
like a stipend or something like
yes,
that.
for having it.
So that's what we were looking into, because there are different programs that they're offering because they want to like do a test run on homes. So they're giving the panels for free. There's some companies that's giving the panels for free versus some that wants to charge. Unfortunately, the one that we got was the one to charge. So my husband's like, nah.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, that man right there, I love him dearly. But he is tight with money. Not with me, though. But he's tight. So he knows how to save $1. He's not the spendaholic that I am.
Right. Okay. Well, you can't have two.
No, we balance each other. We balance each other. Because I was all excited for it. Like, yes, let's get these solar panels.
Oh my God, yeah. If I didn't have somebody that smack my hand every now and then, I'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He's like, nah, there's programs. We're going to find the right program.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, and they're out there, right?
They are, because now I'm seeing the commercials and the ads on social media. So yeah, they have them. You just got to find which one is the right one for you.
Yeah, definitely. So I mean, just all together, it's just something that is, I guess, in the end, that's going to help just save money on anything. Because you can help me save money on my electric bill, I'm happy. And if you send me money on top of it, well, I'm just going to spend it on something.
This is not the show for her. Clearly, it's
listen,
not.
Like I said, I'm learning. Listen, I'm very ignorant when it comes to. I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to wealth management, and it's because I want to be sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I can read. Of course, there's several books that I've read, and topics that we've discussed and stuff like that. It's just I choose to be ignorant about it right now. It'll come to me. I get to it. For this right now, I am spending my money.
I'm language over right now.
No, seriously. Like I have, investments, crypto. I have all of that.
Right.
But I'm not. It doesn't. I mean, not gonna say it doesn't satisfy me. It does satisfy me when you see your account, going up and
Of
things like that
course.
or whatever. But it's not the same joy as a new pair of shoes.
Girl, what?
It's not. I don't know. So, so
I'm just
I'm not
smiling
there
like,
yet.
yes.
Like, to say I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
That I'm like a stickler for just, saving like that.
I was doing some Bitcoin investing for a minute, and then I saw
You
it
pulled
go
out?
up.
You pulled
Yeah,
out of it?
because one time it pulled out on me.
Oh, okay.
Like one day, one day I went to bed. I had like $75. I woke up. I had like 22. I was like, wait a minute. I cashed out.
Okay.
Yes. So I see that's the kind of stuff like I know, that I can do, but I get frustrated quickly. Like, oh, I had $75. Where's so y'all gonna tell me how I'm gonna get my $50 back and when?
See, me, I'm investing in some products that I can flip, like some jewelry, some lip gloss, some.
So you're more
body
like
butter,
sales.
Some, I guess if that's what you want to call it, some sea moss. I'm gonna, if I can.
If you can flip it, yeah.
And it's got to be on some healthy stuff. It can't be nothing crazy. But if I can, take this to flip that and make that and still help my people, then I'm all grateful.
There you
so
go.
It's all about flipping to make some more. I ain't necessarily saving, but I'm flipping.
Right. And and your loss is slim to none. Like waking up $50 less. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah, I might wake up today and sell $5 of sea moss. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna take the money that I made from the sea moss. I'm gonna take half of it and I'm gonna put it on some bills. I'm gonna take the other half of it and invest it back in the sea moss.
There you go. Oh, I got 2 bottles for you, by the way. Like,
take a little, not necessarily half, but percentage. They all do something different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
At all. Listen, hey, that's why I said I'm here to learn from anybody. I'm here to take notes. And when I get to that point, I will be knowledgeable about what I need to do, and how to go towards it. But am I going to jump to every little thing I see? Like when they say investment, that's like somebody done stole my daggone Facebook account talking about I'm a Forex trader. Listen, let me tell you something. If I was a Forex trader, y'all would know. Okay, I would have lots of money probably because I would be selling people dreams that they can't follow. Like, I don't do that. Like, stop. Whoever stole my account, really, and y'all believe in this stuff, texted me talking about some, oh, for real? You won the lottery? No, I didn't. So I didn't, invest in Forex and surprisingly win and get a lot of money. It didn't happen. Like, nah. So
I don't know. I just I'm not like a big saver. I used to be able to save real good. You know what I'm saying? But, you gotta have money to save money. So now I just flip the money because I ain't got time to save it. I got to flip it.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying? And invest it. So,
flipping sound dope to me.
I mean, but you should be able to put something back for to have to. Because you want to be able to have the money if your car breaks down and get it fixed.
You do.
You want to be able to have the money if you're short over here, you can make for it up over here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But we need some professionals because obviously the people sitting at this table don't have a daggone clue. Not that we don't have a clue.
Oh, I have a clue now.
I just said not that we don't have a clue.
I was saying I've read a clue.
We just all.
Listen, okay. And I love it. Have the dope-ish.
You ain't never seen a dope girl grinding, seen a dope girl grinding like me. Nah, I'm the pop-up shop. What you need? I'ma grab every bag I can touch. See, 6 months of any try to take over. Time's up. Gotta bounce, queen, please. Move to the next hot block. Get your guap. Never stop. Fuck with me.
Dope girl from around the West, Sunday Jones. So y'all know we hear this is dope-ish. Y'all had to remind me because I was like tired. That's how much stuff we did.
Yeah.
I'm tired. So on last Friday when we left here, Matter of fact, we got a new home.
Yeah.
We moved into the new space with Hits 92.3, so it may look a little different for y'all. But so Friday after the show, I went to Crazy Atlanta to perform for the fan club ATL. It was super, super dope. We was out till like 3 a.m. OMG. Super, super tired, but it was super, super dope. So many amazing, dope artists. Shout out to DJ Orpheus. Shout out to O Promo 360. Shout out to Artemis with the Circle. We came, we conquered, we did that thing. We about to do it again tonight. Back at Crazy Atlanta.
Wow.
About to be outside. Okay, I'm performing tonight, so pull up and pull up. I'm going on at 9:50, so pull up soon. I'm going up early tonight because I am at the door. And then on Sunday, right?
Yes, Sunday.
I done forgot all about what I did on Saturday, so we're gonna skip Saturday, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, you know what? I just told a story. On Friday, I went to our bar ATL to perform for Kim with Smoke and Chill. It was Kim Possible thing.
Okay, yeah.
So that's what I did on Friday. And Saturday, we went to Crazy Atlanta.
Okay.
For the Fan Fest. And then on Sunday, we went to the new Black Wall Street Fiye Radio, and we covered Dr. Umar with the economics, right? The Black economics.
Yes.
And so that was so super dope. We met Dr. Umar. He's dope.
Amazing.
We met so many amazing people. If y'all know Red Pill from the community, Red Pill was there. He was slash hosting with Putu. And also, we met this amazing young lady. It was so many vendors, y'all, like so super many vendors. A super amount of vendors. Amazing vendors. But this one young lady, y'all heard Sean mention it earlier, that she has her own line, and it's called Sunset Kisses, Home and Body Goods. And this is my lip gloss. We all got lip gloss, man. It's tiny. And so I was so very impressed with her. She just has her stuff together.
Yeah,
and shout out to her mother for
organized everything.
She's like 14.
Yes.
And shout out to her mom for, just allowing her to flourish in that way. And we're definitely gonna bring her on the show.
Yes.
Because I was so super impressed with who she is, what she does, and just her whole character, how she explained her business was so super dope. And then, so moving right along, we'll talk about her again because I'm definitely bringing her on the show. And then on Monday, we went to King of Diamonds.
Yes, KOD.
For the KOD, and that's where, the ladies or the guys, they fight each other and the winner takes all.
Yeah,
so
Monday
that
night
was really
fight.
super dope. And then on, let's see, what else was it? Monday. I don't even know what else we did for the rest of the week, but that's enough for the dopest. That's all the dope events that we had going on. And then you can see us on tonight again. We'll be at the Crazy Atlanta. I'll be performing at 9:50. Pull up, and then that's what we got going on. And then it's Black History Month, and we over here talking about wealth management, and I'm gonna do a piece because it's Black History Month, and then we're gonna move on and bring the dope guests for today. Yes. So this is called Black. I know y'all heard me do it before, but it's Black History Month. We're gonna do it again. I move Black Fridays, the spending, to Black Fridays keep me conscious and aware. And even though all of my days are Black, that's not my lifestyle. All of my days are Black because that's my profile. How my culture got Black? Well, that's the history. And how do I move forward? Well, that's just up to me. See, Real Spit asked why we gotta be Black. I had to think about it. It took me a few, and now I'm back about it. See, Black was pulled from derogatory acts of self-hate, from ethnocentric scared beings who stole all they have, for power of territory and captured lives of creators and peacekeepers, Africans and Indians. Then change history that wasn't theirs to change. From Eden to Africa, from Edenic to African, from African to slave. Stolen from self to ship masters, then land masters, then straight to the fields, kitchens, beds, and chains. From nigger to color to runaway slaves.
fighting, marching our way to a segregated freedom. From nigga to color, shit still ain't changed. It's 2024, we still getting beat, lynched, burned, and hanged. Same as back then, it caused movements and riots. We went from color to black. I think Martin did that, IDK. We had to stop at black to say our lives matter as we watch them blatantly, unlawfully, unrighteously, keep killing our people, all these beautiful shades of melanin skin laid down to rest uneasy. And now again, we must roll a negative to a positive. Like we changed nigger to nigger and reverse the consequences. And now in a different light, we must reverse the consequences. And maybe we go from black to carte blanche if we get some nuts about us. I mean some guts about us. At least that's how I feel about it. We still slaved and unequal. I'm just trying to keep a buck about it. So stand up, stay woke, be the keeper of your folks. Hold hands in the land and teach where you can. Don't look down on your sis. Lift her head and let her know she a queen goddess in every land. And my nigga, why rest your brother when you can show him the way? That's God's bridging lands together in a major way. Color block people by their character. We need like minds with different drives as we scored a 50-yard line. It's touchdown time. Let's be the keeper of each other's crafts and minds. It's intuition time and it's levels to this shit. And maybe we can learn sometime and teach sometime so we can get this shit right one time. I hope y'all hear me. I'm done. It's Mother Earth on the vibe line.
Hey.
And that's how we got some more dope-ish. Again, you can catch me at Crazy Atlanta tonight from 9 until 3 a.m.
To 3 in the morning.
Pull up on us. And now we have some dopeness in the building.
Yes,
Welcoming Miss Danetta Wells from Phenomenal Hues. Let's go.
What's going on,
Yes,
ladies?
welcome.
How you
We
been?
love you. Good. Listen, we love you.
Yes.
I love y'all too. I'm so glad y'all, let me hang out with y'all.
Yes.
Dope.
Listen, we
hanging out with
always
us.
be talking about you in these wind down Wednesdays, okay?
Girl.
I'm telling you, I be like, we went to that wind down Wednesday. We had we had wine. It was good. The food
Yes, they
was
still
good.
asking about you.
Yes,
Still
I'm
asking
coming.
about
Look, we
you.
coming back. We coming. We have
Absolutely.
it be so much stuff going on. We be trying to,
I know it.
shake
Here,
it
there,
and
and
move
everywhere.
it.
You dope and grinding.
Yes,
That's what you do.
dope girls
Okay,
grinding, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's what I'm all about.
I know that's right. Tell us what you got going on. How you doing? First tell the people who you are.
Okay, I'm Donetta Wells. I am a HBCU graduate. I'm
Let's
very
go.
proud about that, FAMU.
Yes.
And I spent about 25 years doing municipal finance. I decided that was a little parasitic for me, that rat race of that and, having to make other folks money. So I decided to kind of use my talents to try to help some of the cities and some of the people that are kind of overlooked because the price tag ain't right. So try to help. So now I'm kind of been working on my own, and I have a company called Wilson Financial, and we go about doing things, trying to help founders raise money at any stage of their business, and leverage different and find different placements, try to bring people together in alternative ways so we don't have to go to banks. We want you to be a bankable CEO and not need a bank, so that you can be a bank for somebody else. And things like that, to be invested in other businesses. So that's the idea of becoming a bankable CEO. Okay. So that's kind of what I am pushing, which is where the Wind Down Wednesdays came from.
Yes.
So we can learn how to, as CEOs, navigate outside of the boardroom, and because that's where a lot of business is done.
Right.
My new venture is the Wealth Expansion Blueprint, where I'm bringing in other dope people that care about the people and care about us. The only way we're going to be free, unfortunately, is we got to have a little economic freedom. They say the revolution won't be televised, but it definitely got to be financed.
That's right.
So if we really want to be free, this is the stuff that we have to learn. So I've been very deliberate about selecting people that can help you at any stage, grow your wealth, manage your wealth, protect your wealth and be able to invest your wealth. And then we're working with a crypto queen that we can own our own wealth. So that's the stage. That's the wealth expansion blueprint. So I got a couple of the people that are going to be supporting me on that with us as well. So
Welcome.
Whole team in the back.
Yes. And we see you back there, Ashley. Hi, Ashley. Well, we're so glad you sitting down with us, because I don't know if y'all was listening, but we just had a whole conversation before y'all got here about wealth management, and we have discovered that nobody at this table, everybody at this table needs some wealth management. Okay,
Clearly,
because I was just sitting over here like, this sounds horrible.
And when I tell you from rock bottom, I'm talking about from under that. I'm gonna need to crawl from up under that to get to somewhere. Very proud to have you on the show, and
appreciate that.
Anyway, in my life, so I can start,
getting it right.
Yeah, getting some changes about myself and getting to where I need to be. So absolutely, just so
yes, I was like, probably not as bad as y'all saying.
No, it's worse, girl. Listen,
I was like, we might have should have had this conversation before we got on the air. Look,
right. So, but honestly, it all comes out in honesty, and that's what it is.
No,
it's
fact.
just like,
I think we all have little things, or like, things that we can work on in areas.
Yeah, because I guess as we were talking and we're developing, we found out we do have a couple of things, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, I got a 403B. I got something.
Yeah,
honey, I ain't got nothing, honey. Okay, I started off with something.
For sure you do.
But okay, so everybody has something, and then we'll go from there. You know what I'm saying?
God.
Grow from there. I love it.
Danetta, tell us how it works. How does Phenomenal Youth work in your adventures that you have going on? Like, what would somebody do that says, okay, I have this foundation or this business and I don't know what to do? They come to you, or is it tell us what happens?
So yes and no. So what I've been able to do is put together as far as the Phenomenal Hughes aspect, a very phenomenal team of women from all walks of life. Like, we have coaches that are bank presidents, we have coaches that are Ivy League graduates, we have coaches that are been recognized by presidents for their work with the Small Business Administration, things like that. So we have a bunch of women that understand the value of their knowledge, and want to share it and understand the importance of sharing that, and also can help us get access to things, because at the end of the day, most of this is about relationships, and there's been a lot of systematic things to keep us from it. It's not that you don't have it or you haven't been earning it, it's how much of it can we take as you walk through life, where you don't end up with it in the end. And so we're just talking about pivoting a little bit, because the whole platform is about to be able to prepare, pivot, and prosper. So if you are just starting, we can help you. We have coaches that work toward on our platform that work toward helping you get set up properly, not just that 60-second IG that told you to do this and go there. Like, we need to be together. And kind of really work with you, so you don't have to make the same mistakes. You don't have to bump your head. There's nowhere in the book that says you got to make all the mistakes. Like, you can listen from people that have had the experience, and it's just maybe a little bit easier to swallow when the people look like you and can have a like experience. So maybe it's easier for you to take, but you definitely don't have to make those mistakes again. And then the pivot is, maybe you've been giving all your talents to other people and you want to start using those talents for yourself. So we need to get you prepared. How do we get you the capital that you need to be able to finally leave your job? And I don't recommend that. If you have a good job and we can do both things at the same time, keep that. There's nothing wrong with that. You will know when it's time to go. So I'm not one of those people that say, jump off the bridge and then of course prosper. We want to, once you do make the pivot, we want to teach you how to become bankable, and hopefully you won't even need a bank, because hopefully I'll be successful. I will be successful. I won't say hopefully. Yes. And building a new investor class so that you have places to go for capital that are not institutions that traditionally don't want to help us. And so that's venture capital, that's institutional banks, Black women specifically got less than 1% of all the venture capital, and they still coming for us in a real way. And it's very, very real. So please don't play around with it. This is not a joke. They literally are trying to write us out of everything for our rights. This is really, really happening. It's not a conspiracy theory. There are legal court cases happening as we speak to take away any of the gains that we have made over the last 150 years. And it's they're spending more money on trying to take them away than it would be just to help us a little. So understand what you're dealing with and don't be crazy about it. Like, be very deliberate in the things you do, because we really do have to figure out how to harness it. It's not just their currency. It's our capital really comes from the abilities that we have. And they're looking and figuring out how to monetize those things. So we just have to figure out how to do that for ourselves. That's my whole mission, is to try to like illustrate ways to monetize what it is that the God-given talents, because we all got tools, and the reason you have them was to feed yourself and your family. That's the whole point of the gifts that he gave. You're supposed to figure out what that is, and I'm trying to help people figure out how it is so we can monetize it and make money from it, because that's all that's happening. So that's the major thing that's going on.
Listen, and as we go into that and eat it up in our minds, we're gonna go snooze with Scissor.
I'm such that fine for you. I do that 3-4 times again. I testify for you. I'm so that like you, that bitch. I do it all of them around. You're scared to do. I'm not. As long as you joking now in for me, I ain't got it. My bitch scheming, looting, hide your bodies. As long as you dreaming about me, ain't no problem. I don't got nobody just with you right now. Tell the truth, I look better under you. I can't lose when I'm with you. How can us lose and miss the moment? You're just so important. Nobody do body like you do. I can't lose when I'm with you. I can just lose and miss the moment. You're just so important. Nobody do body like you do. You do. In the top top ride with you, I feel like Scarface. Like that white bitch with the bob, I'll be your main one. Let's take this argument back up to my place. Sex remind you I'm not violent, I'm your day one. We had shit, yeah. It was magic, yeah. Smash and grab shit, yeah. Nasty habits take a hold when you're not here. Ain't a home when you're not here. Hard to grow when you're not here. I'm saying I can't lose when I'm with you. How can I lose and miss the moment? You're just too important. Nobody do body like you do. I can't lose when I'm with you. How can I snooze and miss the moment? You're just too important. Nobody do body like you do. You do.
Main one hurting. Are you fronting on me and I'm the main one crying? Are you blaming on me and you the main one lying? I ain't threatening leaving, I'm the main one crying. Just trying to be your everything. Main one crying. Are you fronting on me?
Hey, what's going on? It's your man Putu, and I'm rocking with Fiye Radio on 92.3. Yeah.
And we are back on Hits 92.3 with the ladies of Fiye Radio with our special guest, Annetta Wells. And we also have another guest in the building.
Ashley Scott in the building.
I'm in the building. So excited to be here and to talk about the wealth expansion game plan.
So tell us what's going on. Tell us what's popping.
Well, so I'm excited because we have an event that's coming up. We do a series of events, but it's really to help our people, Black women, college students, Black men, anybody who has a desire to really expand their wealth, to leave a lasting legacy. And we have gathered a group of amazing people who can show you the path to building your wealth. So I talk about real estate, and people know me about, or rather know me from helping 19 Black families come together and buy 502 acres of land. And so one of the things that I try to express as far as how you can build wealth is to do it through land, do it through land ownership, and do it through group economics, because a lot of times us as Black people, we don't have the same opportunities that our white counterparts have, right? When someone gets a good idea for a business or they have an investment that they want to do, they can go to their family and friends. We don't usually hear that. We don't usually see that in our community. And the reality is most people don't even have $1,000 in their savings account. So if we want to actually build wealth for ourselves, especially as Black people, we have to work together. We have to collaborate. So that's a part of what I like to teach and what I train when I talk about the wealth blueprint, especially for people who don't have access to the initial startup capital that they need.
I told you.
Take those notes. Take those notes.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's the amazing work that you guys are doing. I love it.
Thank you.
I love it. We need it real bad. Real bad.
It's not easy. And I think that's the challenge, because whenever things get hard, we tend to throw in the towel, right?
Mm-hmm.
We tend to have one bad argument and say, F you, I'm out. Mm-hmm. And the reality is you have to get past whatever negative experiences you have. We can't allow post-traumatic stress syndrome or even post-traumatic slave syndrome keep us from our birthright. And land, right? Land is our birthright. And the reality is, if you want to have power and freedom, like Donetta was sharing, you have to own something. You need to own a business. You need to own some land. You need to own some assets for people to take you seriously. And unfortunately, the only time as a people we have been able to go forward and make noise is when there was somebody from the Black investor class with some money behind it, right? And land produces money. It's the very first thing, and every rich person in the world, when they get rich, they make that $1 billion from selling their shares in their company. They do that exit, they make $380 million. What do you think they put their money back into? They put it back into real estate investments. And so we tend to be afraid of the things that we don't know about, and we want to change that by giving you access to the information you need.
So how we find this? How we find this information?
So we do have a website. It's www.wealthexpansionblueprint.com. So we do have a website, but Phenomenal Hughes, you can navigate your way, phenomenalhughes.com, navigate your way to all the different activities that we're doing, because everything is around, helping you build your business or helping you navigate your business, helping you when you make the profits, what to do with the business, like every aspect of being entrepreneurs, because that's the only way we're going to be free. We're really not going to be able to do it working for people. That's just what it is. Again, not saying quit your job. I'm just saying the reality is, if we don't have our own businesses so we can hire people, our own people, and kind of use a little bit of reverse nepotism, which is nothing wrong with that, then it's not going to happen. Because as long as you have to ask people for stuff, including the capital, like including having to go to the bank, if we still have to do that, we'll never get there. Because I've worked for a very large bank for a long time, and I'm telling you, it's nothing changed. We are still chattel. There are systematic things that are going on that we kind of ignore because they gave us a few advances and kind of made us feel good and named Martin Luther King streets and stuff like that. We didn't forgot.
Hush us up.
They got the street, but we don't own nothing in our hoods, but we killing each other, fighting each other over something that we don't even own. Yeah. So as soon as we, and it's coming, Karl Marx says that it takes 3 generations to change. And so we got these X, we got millennials, and we have the children that are coming after that. And we have a different mindset. There is an awakening going on. So I'm very positive about it. We just have to kind of demystify some things, about money and how it works and our way of thinking about it, because we're kind of survivalists. So it's kind of like we living for the day, which you're supposed to be present and enjoy the experience. But we do have to understand that if we're talking generational, then we have to move that way. And that's and this is part of all I'm trying to do. Like, we'll make it fun and everything, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna have some conversation about, like, get your stuff together, because this is real what's happening. It's a lot of people with a lot of money that don't want us to have none. Do you understand? So we really, we can have fun and all that kind of stuff, but at the end of the day, we really do need to be deliberate about, pooling our resources. And I don't just mean money, I mean our talents, our access, and being okay with, choosing the right people in the right places. So so
glad that you were doing this, because when I quit my job, because I had this gut feel. I couldn't do it anymore. I was so super over it, and I was supposed to quit the year before, but then we had COVID, so I ended up staying when I should have went ahead and probably quit. But I stayed, and then my mom got sick, and so I did a leave. But I jumped out. I took a leap, and I jumped out. But I should have. Maybe had a little bit more guidance in that, because I moved a little bit too fast, but I'm still glad that I did it. I don't regret one iota of a split pea moment. Okay, but I'm glad you have that, because there are a lot of people doing that very same thing that haven't been taught or don't have the knowledge, and so I learned by trial and error.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So
nothing wrong with that, because that's priceless. That knowledge is definitely gonna be priceless.
Yes,
for sure.
And with that, we're gonna pay a little few bills. Pay a little few bills.
You're tuned in to Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. Go over to your Play Store and download Hits 92.3. Don't want to miss your favorite show? Click that tab in the top left-hand corner and set the alarm. You'll never miss another episode. Love all of the shows and can't decide? Then scroll down and rate Hits 92.3, and also leave a message for your favorite radio personality, letting them know what an amazing job they're doing. While you're at it, go over to our Instagram page and follow us on Hits 92.3.
And we're back. It's the ladies of Fiye Radio, bringing hot flavor in your ear on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. And we are here with pure dopeness, Danetta Wells from Phenomenal Hues. And she has another guest, Ashley Scott, step to the side. And who do we have with us today?
We have Mr. Everett Allen of Secure Your Legacy. And he's definitely, he talks about protecting your wealth. And so that's his part in the wealth expansion blueprint. And he has a lot of gems and jewels himself.
Let's go.
Yeah, man. So let's get them pens and paper out ready. You know what I'm saying? Look, y'all gonna take some notes. Look, where y'all want me to start? So, man, thank you again for just the opportunity to come over here and just talk wealth. You know what I'm saying? This is the culture, and this is the shift. You hear what we're talking about and kind of how we're trying to create this change. And it really starts with everybody in the room, kind of taking that initiative to kind of change something, and then you talk about it, and then now we got a little everybody talking about how they changing, but man, super blessed to be in a position. I'll tell you, man, I met this young lady right here. I called my brother. I told him, said, look, man, I'm expanding my services. My brother is acute, and I said, man, look, I know it's one guy that you got, within your group, man. Who's that one guy that's always talking about business? And so he introduced me to this guy, and this guy charged me to introduce me to other people, and she was one of the people that he introduced me to.
I didn't know I was being leveraged in that way, by the way.
And so, the guy ended up, he wasn't.
Listen.
He wasn't. She was probably the best. She is the best situation that could have came from that investment. And so I just want you to get it a backstory. She don't even know. This first time she hearing it. So
right.
You have the exclusive right here on Hits 92.3.
So, if you're listening, it definitely pays, to invest in yourself and to trust God to, lead you to the people that you need to come into your life. And so You know,
Nice.
a little sprinkle. Yeah. Trust God. Let's write that down. Number one, trust God. Trust God.
That's
Okay.
first.
So I'm safeguarding wealth, and my role is I solve problems. I solve financial problems. I look at where the opportunity is in your financial portfolio, and we fill in the gap with what's missing. Right. The first thing that I'll do is I would ask, what's your most valuable asset? What would you say?
My throat.
Your throat? Okay. What would you say yours is?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure?
I'm not sure.
Okay. So your most valuable asset is you, right? Without you being you, don't no bills get paid, ain't no food on the table, and no roof over your head. So the first thing we got to protect is we got to protect you.
Learned that today.
Right. And so how do we protect you? Well, we got to make sure that the bills are always getting paid. We got to make sure that if you get hurt or sick, Lord forbid, that, man, we got a check coming. We got to make sure that if you fall short and go meet the Lord early, that your family and everything that you got set up are jumping off of your shoulders and not your feet. Right? Okay. So that's one thing that we do. The next thing that we do is we help over here in this wealth expansion. We're talking about, how the banks have been using us. I'm going to show you what the bank's been doing. I'm going to help you create your own private bank and allow you to leverage money and have it in two places at one time. It's getting quiet over here. It's getting quiet.
I'm taking it in.
It's getting quiet.
How much all this gonna cost? Look.
I want to know what I got to invest.
It's getting kind of quiet over here. It's getting kind of quiet.
Bartering. I'm trying to get this information. Look.
Yes.
All right. So look, we show you how to use your money, right? We show you, okay. In the banking, right, we got this thing called a line of zero, right? You got money in the bank, you got 10,000, and you need to go buy some, you need to invest something for your craft. You take that money out the bank and you go pay for it, right? Because you got it to spend. That's what we call forfeiting the ability to earn interest off of that dollar. We forfeit it because when you take that money out of there, it's depleted.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so then we go the other way. Now, it's a big push on credit. So your credit, we use our credit score to get credit. And now we're going the other way. Now we're going beneath that line of zero. And we spend money paying that stuff off to get back up to the line of zero. But now we're giving that interest away to somebody else. So what if it was a way for us to spend the money that we got on ourselves and still gain interest off of what we're doing ourselves and not give it away? That's crazy.
I'm listening. You got me.
I'm listening. Keep going. Don't stop talking now.
Okay. So that's another thing that we're doing. That's another thing. Now, I heard somebody say 401k or 403b. I heard something.
Sean D back there. My 401k gone.
So everybody got a 401k. We got the five. We got something in there. And so a lot of people don't know that there's this thing called the 4% rule. Where when you get to retirement age, they said that you should only use 4% of what you're taking out in order for it to survive, right? Now, I don't know about you, but if you making, 80,000, 100,000, and that's what you used to, and then you get to retirement age and they telling you that you can only take out 4% of what you've been saving your whole career, there's a little gap there. There's a little gap, right? Okay, so that's a problem with the 401. Another problem is that you can't guarantee that money is going to be in there because you can have a situation that happened in 2008 where everybody lost everything. All right, so that's another problem. The other issue is that inflation is a real thing. Like, it costs more to live now than it did 25 years ago. So that means the money's getting spent. And then, we're living longer. So how do we combat all that? So I help, I guide, my clients and people who want to guarantee their retirement, put it in a safe place where it's always going to grow, where you never lose your principal. And if you keep it there for 10 years or more, when you do start taking distribution, they have to pay you for the rest of your life, even if the account runs past zero.
She said, what it's called.
Hold on. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about here?
He said, what I heard somebody say, what it's called. What it's called.
Look, we talking. Okay, so that's on the personal asset side. As far as safeguarding wealth from a business standpoint,
Okay.
I help uncover overpaid expenses, and I help get federal tax incentives for business owners.
Okay.
Right, that most business owners, they spend so much time trying to keep the doors open that you don't have that bird's eye view over your whole situation, and you're not really capitalizing off of what you're doing. And so I help fill in the gaps on that too. Like, for example, a business has a credit card, right? Everybody, they processing credit cards. They got a POS system. Well, how did they know about the POS? They got a recommendation. They didn't really scrub the industry and figure out like who got the best rates. So what if they're being overcharged for that? Right? What if they done renovation in the building? Right? You get the building. I mean, you got to fix it up and make it look nice. Right? So I help get those tax credits on you spending that money that you already spent to make the building look good. All right. So now you got the building, you got the employees. Now you got to get them filled in the seats. So I help get tax credits on every employee that comes in the door. All right. Some of these like, 33,000 an employee. So again, it's just, filling in them gaps with solving problems.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I love it. I'm wondering why these courses are not taught in school. Like why they don't, teach us this from early
You don't
on.
want us to know it.
Yeah.
They don't want the kids to know it. They didn't want us to know it in school.
Yeah.
People that are educated aren't fit to be slaves. So who gonna pay for everything?
That's
if
crazy.
we know what to do, then who gonna pay for everything?
Right.
That's all it is. It's very systematic. It's all here. Nothing we're talking about is brand new.
No, absolutely
That's
not.
the whole thing. This stuff is old hat. Like before we were even here, most of the like it changes, but the core of what it is, they might change the name, or depending on who in office, it might, who want to sign their name on the bill or whatever. It changes, but the core of how our country works and how our monetary system works, it hasn't changed for 300 years. So even when they adjust because they have the bottom fall out every so often, but for the most part, this stuff is here, and we just don't know, hiding in plain sight. Like they say, they tell you everything. It's up to you to pay attention and be aware, and so that's what we're trying to do, kind of sound the horn, so that you pay attention to what's going on. But none of this, and the stuff he's talking about really doesn't cost you anything. We just need to set it up so that as we help you mitigate your risk and your expenses, then we profit as well from that service that we're providing. But at the end of the day, once we teach it to you, that's something you keep rolling with
right
after that. So
because I recently went to an event, and there was a young man like kind of discussing about how his business generated over several $1 million in income, but he lost it all because again, the streets will teach you how to hustle and make that money, but it don't teach you how to maintain it.
Absolutely
not. And I think that that's a struggle that a lot of people, especially people that look like us, that we deal with. We know how to make a quick dollar, but
75% of us.
how do you maintain it?
Because how else we've been surviving? Otherwise, of course, we know how
Survival
to make
mode.
it. It's about keeping it. But if you keep it, then you're not going to do the same running. So you're not going to give of yourself the same way to survive. So, it's not set up for us to do that. But we hope to change that because it's just knowledge and action. Like once you know, you can't unknow. So you know better, you do better.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
all this stuff your grandma done told you. It's real. Like there's certain truths to life and all of that stuff. It doesn't change. So we just here kind of trying to illuminate, hey, this is here. This is what you can do. It's available to you. Nothing's keeping you from doing it. You don't have to have a lot of money. It's just a system and a thought process. You just have to be willing to keep going when it's not good, when you argue, all that stuff, and just understand that this is not personal. We just trying to be free. Like, don't, we got to keep going, and you're not going to like everybody. And listen, everybody ain't going to go. Nope. You got to be okay with that too.
All money ain't good money, and all relationships ain't good either.
Yep. And the most important thing really is the gifts that that you got, that you came in this place with, and the promise that you made to help put these gifts out. So all we trying to do is make that easier for you, so you don't have to be here like dead at 65 because you stress out, burning candle at both ends just to make it. You know what I mean? And then people that are willing to do this kind of stuff, that's part of, we got to protect those people too that are willing to be the organizers, right? That are willing to kind of be the front line of it all and get it started. Yeah, for sure.
Well, I love what y'all doing. This is a prime example of your purpose, your alignment. And then you take that and you can prosper if you do it right. Absolutely. So you just got to stay in alignment with God and everything you're doing in your gifts.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And it's like eating the elephant. Like, you're not going to get it all in one serving. Mm-hmm. You got to, what I love about it is that I get to meet people where they are, and relate to them and kind of make it make sense, So, one thing we're talking about, safeguarding wealth, right? Mm-hmm. But, some of my clients like, look, it's like putting a bulletproof vest around your money, or, we want to put a portion of that retirement that we got, in the crock pot. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you got the crock pot, you put something in there, you leave it in there, you come home, it's ready to go. Same thing should be with your retirement money. That should be tender.
Right. Yeah. Tell everybody where to find you at, how they can get in touch, and all of that good stuff.
Absolutely. So our website is phenomenalhues.com. And we also have an event page for the Wealth Expansion Blueprint with it, which is just wealthexpansionblueprint.com. Making it very simple with the branding here, definitely. But you can, we're on IG as well. That can get you to everything at Phenomenal Hues Live on IG. So definitely can reach us that way. And those will be the, kind of the best ways to get in touch. And just really just take a look and see what we're doing and come check us out. We definitely have several events going on in the city every month.
Yeah, my personal website is securingthelegacy.com. Again, I'm Everett Allen. Get me on Facebook, Instagram, Secure the Legacy. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you guys for coming. And Ashley, come tell them where to find you at. Scoot on up in.
And you all can find me at Ashley Scott KW on Instagram. And you can also visit my website, ashleyscottinspires.com.
All right, let's go. I love it. The dopeness in the building. And with that, we're going to go to a little bit of Tiny Topics.
No, we're going to go to some music. Oh, okay.
Can you listen to me today?
All right.
It's time for Tiny Topics.
We are back on Hits 92.3 with your girl Tiny Tanya, talking about some things that's trending on the internet this week. Let's kick it off with comedian Monique on Club Shay Shay.
Here you go.
Did you guys get a chance to see any of the clips or watch the video?
I did not.
You did not?
I know we talked about it, but I did not.
I seen a whole bunch of DL Hughley.
Oh yeah.
Like, oof. I'm not, no comment because I love Monique. So
No, I love Monique as well. I think I actually said that they should change the name from Club Shay Shay to the Confessionals because it just seems like everybody's coming on there, everybody just purging at the mouth. I'm not sure what's going on here.
Cat Williams started it.
He definitely said
and now everybody got something to say.
Yes. So it's like, as soon as they want to let something off their chest, they're contacting Shannon Sharp.
Well, I like people that tell the truth. So if they tell the truth, then the truth is the truth. I ain't got nothing to say about it.
I didn't find anything wrong with it. That's her truth, so I'm gonna respect that. I wasn't
who
there.
Can divert people from their own truth.
Hey,
that is what I'm gonna say.
All I'm saying is it's a lot of people that was involved, and she said she has receipts. So
listen, let me tell you, them confessionals be too long. So I'm not I'm not
like
taking
almost
2 hours out of my life to listen to somebody else's trauma. I'm not.
Well, this is what I do.
I know.
So.
Look, and I listen, and I love.
All right. Another event, Super Bowl Sunday.
Okay.
It's coming up.
Yes.
49ers
and who?
I don't even know.
Listen, I only know the 49ers because I'm from Cali.
She
so
said it's the Usher concert.
It's the Usher
they're calling
concert.
it Usher. What is it? They're calling it Usher Fest. Hold on, Usher Bowl.
Usher Bowl.
They're calling it Usher Bowl.
The Usher Bowl.
So he has
You
like
gonna watch
extra
it tonight, or
time. He
you
has
watching
extra
it?
time.
I'm gonna watch the halftime show for sure.
Okay, yeah.
I think that's what everybody's tuning in.
And they said it's the longest halftime show, so like he got extra time.
Oh, they gave him extra time because I know Rihanna had like 13 minutes last year.
Yeah, they said this is going to be the longest one.
So I'm wondering, is Atlanta going to come and show out?
Why wouldn't they?
I don't know. We was expecting it with Rihanna because she's part of Jay-Z's label. So everyone thought
I hope they
Jay-Z,
do because
Kanye,
Usher. Yeah, I mean,
and that didn't happen. She did everything
so many
solo.
hits.
So I'm hoping that there's a lot of special guests.
You have
no,
it's in Vegas, right? It's in Vegas.
There's
the Super Bowl's in Vegas, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Yeah, they coming. They coming.
Yes,
yeah,
gonna be
they're
a lot of
coming.
people
It's in Vegas.
Who don't want the opportunity to perform at Super Bowl? I don't care what I had going on. If they call me, I'm dropping it. I'm canceling.
I'm out.
Yeah. You got to find to pay. That's fine. I'll pay it. I'm going to Vegas. I don't know.
Dr. Dre a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
right?
she had.
Yeah, she was with Dre.
She did it.
Yeah.
A lot together. So that's why I said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been doing a lot together.
Okay.
Who knows?
I'm always excited for the halftime show.
Well, his album dropped today, and it's pretty good.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I said, okay, Asha. Yeah.
So
he's keeping it current, with a certain lingo and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah, but also has like an old school, like old Usher flavor
The old
to it.
Usher,
Yeah,
alright.
so it's real good.
I'm excited to listen to it. Okay.
Yeah, so take a listen if you get a chance. All right, the Grammys on Sunday.
It's those two.
Let's go, Killer Mike. Let's go.
I'm sorry.
Killer Mike.
I did see that.
Sweeped it. He swept it.
He got 3, right?
He got 3.
He got 3. Okay, I did see that.
Yes.
And, yeah.
And
top 5.
He
Yes.
also had
Always
he also
her
had
top
brooms
5.
for sale at $100
What?
for that sweep.
Yes.
Killer Mike broom.
And
She
shout out
did.
to SZA.
Yes. SZA, what's her name? We just played her. No, not talking about that. What's her name? Victoria Monet.
Oh.
Yes, and her daughter. She was like the youngest nominee
Oh.
ever. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Shout out to
I
Miley
love
Cyrus.
it.
That's my girl.
Oh, yeah.
Montana,
She
yes.
did good.
I like
Yeah.
that. I like that song that she
I
won
saw that.
for,
I
so,
saw
yeah.
clips.
So
Yeah. I saw little clips. I didn't get to see the whole thing.
So there's quite a few things that went on at the awards. Fantasia did her thing, performing.
Okay.
Yes.
Did she take her shoes off?
No, she did not.
She kept her shoes on.
Rolling on the river.
Stop
She did
playing.
Tina Turner, bro.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Fantasia's different. She will take them shoes off in a minute.
If she had a concert, she would take them off.
So it's like a full circle moment because when she did American Idol, that was the song that she performed to get accepted
that
on
is
it.
so
Yeah,
cool.
So that was, that was so
Right.
amazing.
Oh,
like almost
yeah.
20 years later.
Clips,
Bits and-
like
yeah,
everybody
clips,
else.
yeah.
Clips, right? Yeah. Okay.
Shout out to Jay.
I was gonna say, what you think about that speech? she
The
gave? I tell the truth when I get nervous.
And then
you know you don't like it.
So I didn't see it, but did he really drink out of the cup?
Oh yes, he definitely drank out of the cup later on that day. I love Jay-Z too.
I heard that he drank
that's
out of the
my
cup.
Brooklyn native person. So of course, yeah.
Bars for me. In the room.
But he did speak his truth as well because Beyonce has 30-something Grammys, the most Grammys of everyone, but never had Video of the Year. So there's some kind of conspiracy towards with that.
Well, her dad said that her label has to push her for that particular Grammy. But I feel what Jay-Z's saying, like, how you gonna have never album of, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got all of these Grammys, but you never had album of the year. So I don't really know how that works, but I feel it.
She's nominated, so she's pushed. In order for her to be nominated, she has had to be pushed. So that don't make any sense. So, you know,
even by your own standards.
Listen, it makes no sense. It's politics and everything. So.
Shout out to Jay.
Hey. Then there was like a mishap with Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice.
Really?
Yeah, because they were doing like the Twitter announcements with the winners, and they announced that Nicki and Ice Spice won an award when it actually was someone else.
Oh,
yeah. So yeah, they say they had to be on purpose. A lot of people are saying that that's probably what it was. Retaliation.
It's always some hype, honey.
Yeah. You know. So, but all in all, it was like a really, really great show. You know.
I'll look at more clips.
She said, "I'll look at more clips." Really? I watched it.
I'll look at some more clips. All right. Well,
yeah, and that's it. There you have it for Tiny Topics. And like I said, we're about to go into our Grammy winner, Victoria Monet, and that's my song on my mama.
All right, y'all. Have a great week.
When they say she get it from her mama, I'ma say you fuck her right. Body rude is unpolite. Don't be in the humble type. Tell me, is you down? Cause I'm trying to go up tonight. Hoes and hoochies left and right. I just wanna live in a fantasy. I think we deserve it right. Top of the memories I've ever made in my life. Permanent ecstasy. Ladies as pimps tonight, living inside a dream. Let's play where the love is like. I put that on my mama, on my hood. I look fly, I look good. You can't touch my back, but you could. I look fly, I look too good. Put that on my mama, on my hood. I look fly, I look good. You can't touch my back, but you could. I look fly, I look too good. I'm so deep in my bag like a grandma with a peppermint. They say, well, she smell good. That's just cause I'm heaven sent. Sex game go stupid, stopping like a toothpick. Man, I tell the truth, your opinion is irrelevant. But I know you think I'm fine. Might be too fine to hit it from behind. Reflection in the mirror, don't decline. I can't even lie. I put that on my mama, on my hood. I look fly, I look good. You can't touch my back, but you could. I look fly, I look too good. Put that on my mama, on my hood. I look fly, I look good. You can't touch my back, but you could. I look fly, I look too good.
Touch my swag, it's so cool.
My hood, I look fly, I look good. I know you wish you could. I look fly, I look good.
Get my flavor in your head. Here comes a brand new flavor in your head. Time for new flavor in your ear. I'm kicking new